Hey folks, welcome back to our Dice Tower preview. I'm Mark, and today we're taking a look at Death Roads All-Stars. Death Roads is brought to you by the Knights of Unity. It's for 2 to 4 players, ages 14 and up, and games run anywhere from 45 to 90 minutes. In 2082, mankind is divided. The rich and the lucky ones live in large, automated metropolises. The poor dwell in the outlands, struggling to survive. What gives a chance for a better life is the Death Roads car tournament, the main prize of which is citizenship. However, drivers' lives are at stake. Are you ready to risk it all in the divided states of America's most daring trial? Taking part in a dangerous race, pick your car, a driver, and a set of deadly weapons. Your decisions will determine what unique cards you will be able to play. So be prepared for every possibility. Adjust your gear, accelerate, shoot and bash your opponents. Everything to be the first, or the only one on the finish line. A crazy and deadly drive from west to east coast will be full of unexpected road events. You will also have to be careful about the skids that can ruin your plans. In Death Roads All-Stars, every move is important and can bring you ever closer to victory or demise. Death Roads All-Stars is a racing game with shooting and explosions. You will take on the role of one of these drivers. You will race and fight with other competitors by playing action cards. You will be dealing with various road events in order to survive because you win by becoming the last person alive. Alternatively, you may just cross the finish line first, if you can make it. The main board is where you'll be placing your vehicles and where the initiative track for player order is located. We are set up here based on the first game rules, but as you advance in gameplay, you compare any character with any cards and draft weapon cards to build your deck. However, the first game rules give you some nice suggestions on your starting weapon cards. So everyone will be playing with a very unique set of cards. Each vehicle has a player board where you will track damage, handling points, and gears. But on the backside, it shows your starting deck of cards specific to that vehicle. And of course, you have a wide range of very colorful characters to pair with your vehicles. So, as I said, your main goal here is to eliminate the other players by destroying their vehicles, or if you can survive long enough to make it to the finish line. The game is played in a series of rounds. You always start the round with 5 cards drawn from your main deck. The first phase is setting the initiative. You adjust the order based on where the vehicles ended up in the previous round. If there is a tie, the vehicle with the higher gear goes first. Phase 2 is the event phase, where you will flip the leftmost road event card and do what it says. You may be required to draw a lane card, then place a lane marker to indicate where not to be at the end of the round. These events can cause all kinds of road hazards, from oil spills to trains to road closures, but you're an expert driver, so no problem, right? Next up is the race phase. This is the heart of the game. In the race phase, you and your fellow players will take actions and perform skids. You will take turns based on your initiative order, spending your handling points to play cards and perform actions. Once all players run out of handling points or choose to pass, then the phase ends. First thing you will do is apply status tokens, if you have any. This can be a stun, causing you to lose 1 handling point, burn, which can cause you to lose or discard an action card from your hand, or veer. This forces you to draw a skid card and resolve it. As you would expect, skid cards can move you all over the track, or simply cause your vehicle to take damage. So there are several possibilities here of things you'll be doing on your turn. You'll be skidding, you'll be passing, focus, or playing your actions. Once you run out of handling points though, dropping below 1, you must draw skid cards. The higher your gear, the more dangerous the skid can be. So, based on your gear, draw that many cards and place them left to right in front of you. Reveal and resolve each card in turn. Again, this is going to push your vehicle all over the road or cause damage. And based on how far you pushed your car's handling, you will be forced to take status tokens as well, like burn, veer, or stun. So if you choose to pass, this is simply ending your turn for the round. You'll be moving your handling marker off the track. However, you can use focus to just take a pause and see what your opponents are going to do next, but it will cost you 1 of your cards to do so. Or you can play your actions. Now is your moment. In this phase, you will use cards in your hand to drive your vehicle and or shoot your opponents. During your turn, you can play only one action card from your hand. Use one driver action or do both in any order. The top left of your card dictates how many handling points to spend in order to activate the card. There are two types of cards. You have vehicle cards, allowing you to move, change gears, or even draw cards. Or weapon cards, much like it sounds, bringing damage to your enemies, allowing you to shoot in front, to the side, or behind. What's really nice about these cards is that they are very straightforward. It's very clear to what your action will be, and there is a fantastic key of icons to lead you through the process. So, just a couple examples here. We have heavy throttle. Based on your gear that you currently are at, you will move forward and adjust your gear up. Or at the top end, it allows you to draw a card. Or the spread burst. I love this card. The white car represents your car on the track. In this case, you can do damage to multiple vehicles that are within range, indicated by the explode icon, delivering a huge blow to your opponents, and the damage is shown at the bottom of the card. Now, you also have the option to discard a card and use your driver's abilities. Much like the cards, you'll be navigating the road, drawing cards, attacking, and shifting. Each driver is very unique, and how you pair them with vehicles adds a ton of replayability to the game. And you still may be required to spend handling points when you activate these drivers' abilities, despite the fact you had to discard a card. Now, as you take damage, you have 3 levels of shield that get removed. As the health tracker moves down past 1, each of these shield markers has an effect. Flip it over and resolve, shifting gears or drawing cards, things like that. But once the last marker is removed, your vehicle explodes and you are removed from the game. So you will finish out each round by resolving the event that you started with, then resetting your handling gauge and drawing your action cards. So you will continue this way until you are the last car standing or you have reached the finish line. Alright folks, just a reminder once again, this has been a Dice Tower paid preview, and everything you've seen here has been in prototype form, so keep a close eye on the campaign for any changes that still may occur. Now with that said, there's a lot going on in this game. All the different cards, all the different options of how you handle the vehicles that you're driving, and your different drivers can add so much replayability to the game. And it might look like a small board, but as you reach the end, what happens though, instead of you moving forward, the other cars start to move back. Some really fun things there. And as the finish line goes, the way you finally get there is by resolving all the events. And if you're the first car in the lead, then you're going to win. But most of our games always ended with destroying the other cars because that's most of the fun, trying to explode your opponents. But folks, ultimately, if this looks like something that would be of interest to you, I'm sure they appreciate your support. So I think that's it for me. And until next time, we'll see you at the table.